The phone call came at 2 a.m., and the voice on the other end made my blood stop. "We need to talk about your brother, Nia," he said, low, deadly, familiar, and I knew right then that the Mafia boss I'd been avoiding for a year had finally come to collect. I'm 25, still a virgin, working night shifts at a clinic that patches up criminals for cash, and the only man who ever made me feel alive just told me my baby brother is about to die unless I make a deal I can't survive. Before we continue, besties, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This is your only way of supporting us, as we also promise to bring you interesting and hooking stories every single day. Also, tell me in the comments section where you are watching from and what time it is there. I want to know how far my story of love has traveled. But let me back up. You need to understand how I got here. My name is Nia Okafor. I work the night shift at a clinic that doesn't ask questions. Knife wounds, bullet grazes, broken knuckles, cash only, no names in the system. The smell of antiseptic burns my nose, blood on white tile. My hands shake when I stitch skin back together, but I don't stop. This job pays triple what a hospital would, and my family needs every dollar. I come home at dawn to an apartment that smells like palm oil and cheap detergent. My father sits at the kitchen table, calculator clicking. Cheek, my 17-year-old brother, sleeps on the couch. I collapse on my bed, counting cracks in the ceiling. I'm still a virgin. Not because I'm religious. I just never had time, never had space, never met anyone who made me forget about survival long enough to let them in. That was my life. Invisible. Exhausting, safe, until the Sundays. My best friend Sul invited me to her family estate, Sol Park, daughter of the most powerful Korean crime family on the West Coast. She didn't tell me that when we met in college. She just said her family was in business. But when I walked through those iron gates for the first time, I knew. Marble floors, tall ceilings, sesame oil and garlic in the air, staff moving like ghosts, guards at every corner, hands folded, eyes sharp. To the world, it looked like wealth. To me, it felt like danger, wrapped in silk. Then he walked in. Lucian Park, Saul's older brother, 15 years older than me. Black suit like armor, silver streaks at his temples, eyes darker than anything I'd ever seen, not cruel but cold, controlled, like he could see through your skin and count your sins. When he entered the room, everyone shifted. Voices got quieter, laughter stopped. He greeted his grandmother first, then Sul, then his eyes landed on me. "You must be Nia." His voice was low, smooth. It vibrated in my chest. I nodded. I couldn't speak. "Sol says you're studying nursing and psychology." He remembered. He knew details about my life. "Yes," I managed. "That's good," he said, sitting across from me. "The world needs more people who care about broken things." The way he said broken things made my stomach flip. Dinner was quiet. I picked at my food, bulgogi, kimchi, japchae. Everything tasted like ash because I was so aware of him. The way his fingers held the chopsticks. The way his gaze flickered to me when he thought I wasn't looking. I left that dinner feeling relieved and empty. Because safety without him felt lonely, and danger wrapped in his presence felt like something I wanted to touch. I told myself I was being stupid. He was a crime boss. I was a nursing student from the broke side of town, but he remembered my name. He remembered my dreams. And when I walked out of that house, I felt his eyes on my back like a brand. That was a year ago. Now I'm standing outside the clinic at 2 a.m. Streetlights flicker. The air smells like gasoline and rain. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. My thumb hovers. My heart pounds. I answer. Silence. Then breathing. Then that voice. Low, familiar, dangerous. "Nia." My blood turns cold. "We need to talk about your brother." The line goes dead. I stand there, frozen, under the dying streetlight. How far would you go to protect the only person who ever truly saw you? Would you make a deal with the devil if the price was your body and your future? I'm about to find out, because the devil has a name, and he's been watching me this whole time. I sprint home. My lungs burn. My bag slams against my ribs with every step. The streets blur past me, closed shops, sleeping cars, shadows that look like men but aren't. When I burst through the apartment door, Cheeky is awake, standing in the kitchen, hands shaking. "What did you do?" I grab his shoulders. "What did you do, Cheek?" He won't look at me. His eyes are red. He smells like sweat and fear. "They said it was easy money," he whispers. "Just carry a bag across town. Don't look inside. Don't ask questions." My stomach drops. "What bag?" "A black duffel. Heavy. I didn't open it, Nia, I swear. But the cops, they came out of nowhere. Sirens everywhere. I panicked. I dropped it in an alley and ran. I want to scream. I want to shake him until his teeth rattle. But I just close my eyes and breathe. "Whose bag was it?" He doesn't answer. "Chike, whose bag?" "Dario Leone's." The name hits me like a fist. Dario Leone, rival boss. Brutal. Ruthless. The kind of man who makes examples out of people. I sit down hard. My hands are numb. "We're dead," I whisper. Cheek's voice cracks. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to help. The bills, the rent, Dad's medicine." The front door opens. Our father walks in. His face is gray. His hands tremble as he sets down his briefcase. "They already know," he says quietly. My blood goes cold. "What?" "Leone's people. They called me at work. They know about the bag. They know Cheeky lost it." He sits down at the table looking 10 years older than he did this morning. "There's more," he says. "The bag didn't just have drugs. It had ledgers, numbers, evidence. I've been doing accounting work for Leone on the side. Small jobs, fixing numbers, hiding transactions." I stare at him. My father, the man who taught me to be honest, to work hard, to never take shortcuts. "You worked for the Mafia?" His voice breaks. "We were drowning, Nia. I didn't know what else to do." I can't breathe. "Those ledgers had names," he continues. "Locations, proof of Leone stealing from the cartel. If they don't get that bag back, the cartel will think Leone sold them out, and Leone will kill us to cover his tracks." The room spins. Cheek is crying now, silent tears streaming down his face. I stand up. I walk to the window. I look out at the city, at the lights stretching into the dark. "How long do we have?" 2 days, my father says. "Maybe less." I turn around. "What do they want?" He won't look at me. "The bag, or what?" Silence. Then I remember the alley. 2 nights ago. I was walking home from the clinic. A car pulled up beside me, slow, deliberate. 2 men got out. One was tall, thin, smiling. The other was short, built like a bull. "Nia Okafor," the tall one said. He knew my name. I froze. "Your brother made a mistake," he said, leaning close. His breath smelled like tobacco and something sour. Lost something that didn't belong to him. "I don't know what you're talking about." He smiled wider. His eyes dragged over me, slow, hungry. "You will." The short one laughed. "Pretty girl like you, bet you could pay off a debt real easy." The tall one touched my hair. Just a brush of his fingers, but it felt like oil on my skin. 48 hours, he said. "Bag or payment, your choice." They got back in the car and drove away. I stand there now, remembering, feeling his fingers in my hair again. "They want me," I say. My father's face crumbles. No, Nia, we'll find another way. There is no other way." Cheeky stands up, fists clenched. "I'll go to them. I'll take the blame. They'll kill you," I snap. "And then they'll come for Dad, and then me." I sit down. I pull out my phone. There's only one kind of protection that can stop Dario Leone. Only one name that makes men like him hesitate. My thumb hovers over Saul's contact. I think about the Sundays, the marble floors, the guards, the way the air changed when Lucian walked into a room. I think about his voice on the phone last night. We need to talk about your brother. He already knows. I press call. Sul answers on the second ring. Nia, it's 3 a.m. What's... I need to see your brother. Silence. Nia, what happened? My voice shakes. Please, I need his help. Another pause, then quietly, I'll call you back. The line goes dead. I sit there in the dark staring at my phone, praying I didn't just make a deal with the devil. The call comes an hour later. He'll see you, Sul says. Her voice is tight, worried. Now, I'm coming to get you. Sul, don't explain over the phone, just be ready. 20 minutes later, a black sedan pulls up outside our building. Sul jumps out, grabs me in a hug so tight I can't breathe. What's going on? She whispers. I open my mouth. Then I see him. Lucian steps out of the car. He's wearing a dark coat, collar turned up against the cold. His eyes sweep the street, the building, the broken streetlight above us. He doesn't belong here. He looks like a knife in a room full of soft things. Inside, he says. Not a question, a command. We go up. The elevator is broken, so we take the stairs. I can hear his footsteps behind me, steady and calm. When we reach the 3rd floor, I unlock the door with shaking hands. My father and Cheeky are waiting. They stand when Lucian enters. He looks around, takes in the peeling wallpaper, the sagging couch, the kitchen table covered in bills. He doesn't sneer, doesn't judge, just absorbs it all like data. Then his eyes land on me. Sit. I sit. So does everyone else. Lucian stays standing. He unbuttons his coat but doesn't take it off. His hands are relaxed at his sides, but I can see the edge of something under his jacket. A gun, maybe a knife. Tell me everything, he says. So I do. I tell him about Cheek's job, the bag, the alley, the ledgers, my father's side work, the 48-hour deadline, the men who touched my hair and smiled. His jaw tightens when I mention that part. Just a flicker, but I see it. When I finish, the room is silent. Lucian looks at Cheek. You're an idiot. Cheek flinches. Then Lucian looks at my father. And you're desperate. My father's shoulders slump. Finally, Lucian looks at me. And you're the only one here with any sense. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. He walks to the window, stares out at the city. Dario Leone is a problem, he says. He's been stealing from the cartel for months, skimming shipments, cooking books. Those ledgers you lost, they're proof. Without them, the cartel will suspect everyone. Leone needs a show of strength to cover his tracks. Your family is perfect for that. So we're dead, Cheek says flatly. Not if I intervene. Hope flares in my chest. You'll help us? Lucian turns around. His expression is unreadable. Yes, I'll make Leone's threat disappear. I'll erase the evidence trail tied to your father. I'll put guards on this building. Your family will be untouchable. I exhale. Relief floods through me. But, he continues, nothing is free. The relief turns cold. What do you want? I ask. He looks directly at me. You. The room explodes. Cheek shoots to his feet. What the hell does that mean? My father's face goes pale. Absolutely not. Sul grabs Lucian's arm. Appa, what are you doing? Lucian ignores them. His eyes stay locked on mine. You become my fiancé, he says. A fake engagement. You move into my estate. You wear my ring. You attend events with me. You follow my security rules. 6 months. After that, if you want to leave, you're free. I can't speak. Why? Sul demands. Why her? If you need a fake fiancé for appearances, you could choose anyone. I don't want anyone else, Lucian says, still staring at me. I want her. The way he says it makes my skin prickle. Cheek steps between us. This is insane. You're exploiting her. I'm offering her a choice. Lucian cuts him off. Leone's men will be here in less than 48 hours. They'll take her, hurt her, and kill the rest of you, or she can come with me. Live in safety. Pretend to love me at a few parties. Then walk away when it's over. And if I say no, I ask. His expression doesn't change. Then I leave, and you deal with Leone yourself. Silence. My father is crying. Cheek is shaking with rage. Sul looks torn between loyalty to her brother and horror at what he's proposing. I think about the alley, the man's fingers in my hair, the way he looked at me like I was meat. I think about my father's hands, cheeks tears, the apartment that smells like palm oil and fear. I think about Lucian's voice on the phone last night, the way he remembered my name, my dreams, the way he looked at me across the dinner table a year ago like I was the only person in the room. I stand up. I walk to him. I look him in the eyes. Why me? I ask again. Tell me the real reason. Something flickers behind his gaze. Pain, anger, longing. Because I don't want anyone else, he repeats, softer this time, almost broken. I take a breath. Okay. Nia, no. Chike starts. I'll do it, I say, louder, stronger. I'll be your fiancé. Lucian's eyes search mine, looking for doubt, fear, regret. I don't give him any. Then pack a bag, he says quietly. You're leaving tonight. I turn to my family. My father is sobbing. Chiki looks like I just stabbed him. Sul is staring at her brother like she doesn't recognize him. I hug them. I whisper promises I don't know if I can keep. Then I walk to my room. I pack my clothes, my books, my mother's necklace. When I come back out, Lucian is waiting by the door. He looks at me, really looks at me, like he's memorizing my face. You can still change your mind, he says. I shake my head. No, I can't. He nods once. Then he opens the door. The hallway light spills in, cold and fluorescent. I step through, and I don't look back. The car ride is silent. Sul sits beside me, holding my hand. Lucian is in the front passenger seat, phone pressed to his ear, speaking in rapid Korean. I catch words I don't understand, orders, threats, power. We drive through gates that open like a mouth swallowing me whole. The estate appears through the trees, stone and glass, lights glowing warm against the dark, gardens so perfect they look fake, guards everywhere, watching, waiting. The car stops. Lucian opens my door himself. His hand extends. I stare at it for a moment. Strong, scarred knuckles, veins running under tan skin. I take it. His fingers close around mine, firm, possessive. We walk up stone steps, slick with rain. The front door opens before we reach it. A woman in her 60s stands there, gray hair pulled back, kind eyes. This is Maria, Lucian says. Head housekeeper. Anything you need, ask her. Maria smiles at me. Welcome, Miss Okafor. Inside, the air smells like wood polish and something cooking. Garlic, sesame, rich and warm. The floors are marble. The ceilings are high. Paintings line the walls, expensive and cold. To the outside world, this is elegance. To me, it's a beautiful trap. Your room, Lucian says, leading me up a curved staircase. Your room, not our room. He opens a door at the end of the hall. The suite is bigger than my entire apartment. King-sized bed, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city, a bathroom with a tub that could fit 3 people. You'll stay here, he says. Where do you sleep? I ask. His eyes flicker. Across the hall. Close, but not too close. Tomorrow, my security chief will brief you, he continues. There are panic buttons installed. Cameras monitor the perimeter. You don't leave the estate without my driver or explicit permission. My chest tightens. So I'm a prisoner. You're protected, he corrects. There's a difference. Is there? He steps closer. His voice drops. Leone has men everywhere. If you walk out that gate alone, you'll be dead or worse within an hour. So yes, you're staying here. And yes, you'll follow my rules. I lift my chin. What rules? No leaving without clearance. Phone stays on you at all times. I've installed a tracker for emergencies. The West Hall office at the end is off limits. You don't open that door, ever. Why? His jaw tightens. Because I said so. We stare at each other. The air between us is electric. Anything else, boss? I say, sarcasm dripping. His eyes darken. For a moment, I think he'll grab me, kiss me, break the cold mask he wears. Instead, he steps back. Get some sleep. Tomorrow we deal with the engagement. He leaves. I stand alone in the enormous room, heart pounding. The next morning, Maria brings me breakfast. Toast, eggs, fresh fruit. I can't eat. Soul arrives an hour later. She hugs me, checks on me, apologizes 100 times. I didn't know he was going to do this, she says. I swear. It's not your fault. It feels like it is. We sit on the bed together. She tells me about the family dynamics, the unspoken rules, the way Lucian has carried everything since their parents died. He's not a monster, she whispers. He's just broken. I think about his eyes last night, the way he looked at me like I was the answer to a question he'd been asking for years. That afternoon, a jeweler arrives. Lucian stands beside me as the man opens velvet cases. Rings glitter under the light. Diamonds, sapphires, emeralds. Choose, Lucian says. I scan the options. My eyes land on one. Emerald cut, dark green stone, flanked by black onyx. Light trapped between darkness. That one. The jeweler nods approvingly. Lucian picks it up. His hand finds mine. He slides the ring onto my finger. It fits perfectly. Did you already know my size? I ask. Yes. How? He doesn't answer. That night, there's a small family dinner. Just Lucian, Sul, their grandmother, and me. The table is set with white plates and silver chopsticks. The food smells incredible. Bulgogi, kimchi, japchae, steamed fish. Lucian's grandmother watches me with sharp eyes. She speaks in Korean, and Seoul translates. She says, "You're very beautiful." I smile. Thank you. She also says you don't look like someone my brother would choose. I glance at Lucian. He's cutting his meat, expression neutral. What does that mean? I ask. Seoul hesitates. She means, you're not from this world. You're soft. Soft? Lucian finally speaks. She thinks you're too good for me. His grandmother says something else. Seoul laughs nervously. What? I press. She says you won't last 6 months. You'll either run or break. I set down my chopsticks. I look the old woman in the eyes. I don't break. She smiles. A small, approving smile. After dinner, I stand at the window in my room, staring out at the glowing city. The ring feels heavy on my finger. I try to twist it off, just to see if I can. It doesn't budge. I laugh. A bitter, broken sound. The cage is beautiful. The devil is handsome. The deal is done. And I have no idea if I'll survive it. 3 days later, Lucian tells me we're going to a charity gala. Why? I ask. Because people need to see you. See us. Together. A dress arrives that afternoon. Midnight blue silk, off the shoulder, slit up the thigh. I've never worn anything like it. Maria helps me into it, pins my hair up, hands me heels that make me 3 inches taller. When I walk down the stairs, the staff stops to stare. Lucian is waiting at the bottom, black suit, hair perfectly styled. He looks up as I descend. For one heartbeat, his mask cracks. His eyes go dark, hungry, heated. Then he blinks and it's gone. You look fine, he says flatly. Fine. Seoul rolls her eyes. She looks stunning and you're an idiot. Lucian ignores her. He offers his arm. Let's go. The gala is in a downtown hotel. Crystal chandeliers, piano music, men in tuxedos, women in gowns that cost more than my rent. I feel like a fraud. Lucian's hand rests on my lower back, guiding me through the crowd. People stare, whisper, smile at us with sharp, calculating eyes. Lucian Park, a man says, approaching. I heard rumors, but I didn't believe them. Believe them, Lucian says smoothly. This is my fiancée, Nia Okafor. The man's eyes sweep over me. Lovely. Where did you two meet? Through my sister, Lucian says before I can answer. Nia's been a friend of the family for years. The lie is smooth, practiced. I smile and nod. More people come. More questions. More lies. I play the part. Shy, sweet, adoring. Every time I stumble, Lucian's hand tightens on my waist, a silent reminder, you're mine. Act like it. Then the energy in the room shifts. Conversations falter, heads turn. A man enters, late 40s, slicked back hair, expensive suit, smile like a shark. Dario Leone, Lucian murmurs. My blood turns cold. Leone scans the room and his eyes land on us. He starts walking over. Stay calm, Lucian says quietly. Smile. Don't speak unless I tell you to. Leone stops in front of us. His smile widens. Lucian. I heard the news. Congratulations. His eyes slide to me. And who is this beautiful creature? My fiancée, Nia Okafor. Leone's gaze drags over me slowly, lingering on my neck, my collarbone, the curve of my hips. Okafor, he repeats. That name sounds familiar. My heart slams against my ribs. Common name, Lucian says evenly. Leone steps closer. Too close. I can smell his cologne, expensive and suffocating. You have excellent taste, Lucian. Though I have to wonder, is she as sweet as she looks? Lucian's hand on my waist tightens. A warning. She's perfect, he says. His voice is calm, but there's steel underneath. Leone chuckles. Pretty things placed too close to wolves tend to get bitten. Only if the wolf forgets who owns the forest, Lucian replies. The two men stare at each other. The air crackles with violence. Then Leone laughs. Enjoy your evening, Park, both of you. He walks away. I can't breathe. Lucian leans down, lips brushing my ear. You did well. I need air, I whisper. He nods. Balcony, through the terrace doors. I'll follow in 2 minutes. I slip away, pushing through the crowd, through the glass doors, out onto the balcony. The city spreads below. The air is cold. I grip the railing, gulping oxygen. The door opens behind me. Lucian steps out. He shrugs off his jacket and drapes it over my shoulders. He knows, I say. No, he suspects. There's a difference. He looked at me like he wants to hurt me by taking you, Lucian finishes. Yes, that's exactly what he's thinking. I turn to face him. You made me a target. His jaw tightens. You were already a target the moment your brother lost that bag. At least now, being visibly mine gives Leone pause. Pause? He just threatened me in front of 100 people. And he's still breathing, Lucian snaps. That's me showing restraint. We glare at each other. Why did you really bring me here tonight? I demand. His eyes burn into mine. Because Leone needed to see that you're not just some girl I'm playing with. You're under my protection. Touching you means war. So I'm bait. You're a message. Same thing. He steps closer. His hand comes up, fingertips brushing my jaw. My breath catches. You think I'd let him touch you? He murmurs. You think I'd let anyone hurt you? I don't know what you'd do. I don't know you. You know enough. His thumb traces my bottom lip. My heart is a drum. His eyes drop to my mouth. He leans in, closer, closer. I can feel his breath. Then he stops, an inch away. Not like this, he whispers. He pulls back, turns away, runs a hand through his hair, destroying its perfect order. We should go back inside, he says, voice rough. I stand there, shaking. Not from cold, from the kiss that didn't happen, from the heat still burning in my chest. He offers his arm again. I take it. We walk back into the ballroom together, perfect and smiling. But inside, I'm unraveling, because I just realized something terrifying. I wanted him to kiss me. I wanted the devil's mouth on mine, and that might be more dangerous than Dario Leone ever could be. The storm hits 3 nights later, Thunder shakes the windows. Lightning splits the sky. The power goes out and the estate falls into half-darkness. Emergency lights glow faintly in the halls. I hate storms. They remind me of the night my mother died. Rain, thunder, a car that skidded off the road. I try to sleep. I can't. Every crack of lightning makes me flinch. Finally, I give up. I pull on a robe and leave my room. The house is silent. The staff has gone to bed. I wander through the halls, following a warm glow at the end of the corridor. The library. I push the door open. Lucian sits in a leather chair by the fireplace. The flames paint shadows on his face. His shirt sleeves are rolled up, collar open, hair messy, like he's been running his hands through it. A glass of whiskey sits on the table beside him. He looks up when I enter. "Can't sleep?" he asks. "I hate storms." He nods slowly. "Come in. Close the door." I do. The fire crackles. The room smells like smoke and old books. I sit in the chair across from him. The storm rages outside, but in here it's warm, safe. "Why are you awake?" I ask. He takes a sip of whiskey. "I don't sleep much." "Why?" "Too many ghosts." We sit in silence. The fire pops. Thunder rumbles in the distance. "Tell me about your mother," he says suddenly. I blink. "Why?" "Because I want to know." So I tell him about the accident, the rain, how I was 12 and Cheek was 4, how my father fell apart and I became the one holding everything together. "That's why you never let yourself have anything," Lucian says quietly. "Why you never dated, never slept with anyone. You were too busy being the adult." "Maybe." "Not maybe, definitely." He leans forward, elbows on his knees. "You've been carrying your family on your back since you were a child. When were you supposed to live your own life?" My throat tightens. "What about you? Why are you so closed off?" His jaw tenses. For a moment, I think he won't answer. Then he speaks. "My mother died when I was 20. Cancer. My father followed a year later. Heart attack. But really it was grief. I was left with Soul, the business, and a family name that came with more blood than honor. That's when you took over?" "Yes. I was too young, too angry. The older men tested me, pushed me. I had to prove I was ruthless enough to lead." His eyes go dark. "I became the monster they needed." "You're not a monster." He laughs bitterly. "You don't know what I've done." "Then tell me." "No." "Why not?" "Because you keep insisting I'm made of darkness," he says, voice rough. "And you're right. But you keep standing in front of my locked door, trying the handle, like you think there's something good inside." I lean forward. "Maybe there is." "There's not." "Then why did you save me?" "Because I'm selfish," he snaps. "Because I saw a chance to have you and I took it." "That's not the whole truth." He stands abruptly, paces to the window. His hands clench into fists. "You want the truth, Nia? Fine. I've wanted you since the first time Saul brought you to this house. I watched you smile at my grandmother, watched you laugh with my sister, watched you walk through my world like you didn't know how dangerous it was. And I wanted to keep you, protect you, own you." He turns to face me. His eyes are blazing. "So when your brother made his mistake, I saw an opportunity. I took it. I trapped you here with a deal you couldn't refuse. That's the truth. I'm not your hero. I'm the devil who bought you." I stand up, walk to him, stop inches away. "Then why didn't you kiss me on the balcony?" His breath catches. "What?" "You wanted to. I saw it. So why didn't you?" "Because you deserve better than a stolen kiss at a party where I'm using you as bait." "What if I don't care?" His eyes search mine. "You should." "But I don't." The air between us hums. "Nia," he says, voice strained. "If I touch you now, I won't stop." "Good." Something in him breaks. He grabs my face and kisses me. It's not soft, it's not gentle. It's desperate, furious, hungry. His mouth tastes like whiskey and regret. I kiss him back just as hard, my hands fist in his shirt, his arms wrap around me, pulling me against him. We stumble backward, my back hits the wall. His hands are in my hair, on my waist, everywhere. Tell me to stop, he breathes against my mouth. No. He lifts me. My legs wrap around his waist. He carries me to the couch, lays me down, hovers over me. His hand slides up my thigh under the robe. Then he freezes. Nia. His voice is rough. Have you ever... No. He pulls back, eyes wide. You're a virgin. Yes. He stares at me like I just told him I'm made of glass. I can't, he says, starting to move away. I grab his shirt. Don't you dare. Nia, if I'm your first, I want it to be you. His control shatters. He kisses me again, slower this time, reverent. His hands tremble as he undresses me. He whispers my name like a prayer. When he finally takes me, it hurts, but his hands are gentle. His voice is soft. He watches my face, waits for permission, moves like I'm something sacred. And when the pain fades, when my body learns his rhythm, when I cry out his name, I realize I've crossed a line I can never uncross. The deal was supposed to be fake. But this is devastatingly real. Afterward, we lie tangled together on the couch. The fire burns low. The storm has passed. His fingers trace circles on my bare shoulder. I'm sorry, he whispers. For what? For taking something you can't get back. I turn to look at him. His eyes are full of guilt, pain, something that looks like fear. You didn't take it, I say. I gave it to you. He closes his eyes, pulls me closer. Outside, the first light of dawn breaks through the clouds, and I realize that somewhere between the deal and the kiss and the firelight, I fell in love with the devil. I wake up in Lucian's bed, not mine, his. He carried me here after the library. I fell asleep in his arms, wrapped in sheets that smell like him. Cedar, smoke, something darkly clean. I'm alone now. Sunlight streams through the curtains. Then the door slams open. Sul stands there, eyes wide, face twisted in shock and rage. You've got to be kidding me. I sit up, clutching the sheet to my chest. Sul, don't. She holds up a hand. Don't you dare. Let me explain. Explain what? That you slept with my brother? Her voice cracks. I brought you into this house, Nia. I trusted you. And I didn't plan this. Didn't you? She laughs bitterly. Or did he? Did he trap you here just to... That's enough. Lucian's voice cuts through the room like a blade. He stands in the doorway, fully dressed, expression cold. Sul whirls on him. You stay out of this. This is my house, my room. You don't get to barge in and attack her. Attack her? She's my best friend. Or she was. Sul's eyes fill with tears. How could you do this to me? This isn't about you, Lucian says quietly. The hell it's not. You shut me out of everything. The business, the danger, the decisions. You won't even tell me what's happening with Leon. And now you're sleeping with the one person I thought was just mine? Sul, I start. I needed you, she says, voice breaking. And you chose him. Guilt crushes my chest. I didn't choose... Lucian's phone rings. He pulls it out, frowns. What? A voice on the other end, rapid Korean, panicked. Lucian's face goes dead white. Say that again. His voice is arctic. More words, fast, desperate. He hangs up, looks at me. Your father's been taken. The room spins. What? Leonie's men grabbed him an hour ago from the apartment. Cheek tried to stop them. He's in the hospital, stable, but unconscious. I can't breathe. No, you said they were protected. They were. His jaw tightens. Someone on my payroll sold us out. Sul stares. Appa, we need to move now. I know. He turns to his guards in the hall. Get the cars, full tactical team, now. They scatter. Lucian looks at me. You stay here. Like hell I do. Nia, this is not a negotiation. That's my father. I'm shaking. I'm coming. He grabs my shoulders. If you come, you follow my orders. You don't speak. You don't move unless I say. Understood? I nod. Get dressed. Fast. I throw on clothes. My hands shake so badly I can barely button my jeans. As we rush down the stairs, a memory slams into me. Hard, violent, like a door kicked open, a basement, red lights, the smell of sweat and gunpowder, a boy on his knees, 15, maybe 16, crying, a man, in a suit standing over him, cold, unmoved, and Lucian, younger, 22 maybe, gun in his hand, aimed at the boy's head, 2 other men watching, cartel, testing him. Do it, one says, prove your loyalty. I don't know why I'm there. Wrong place, wrong time. I was looking for someone, a friend who owed money. I stumbled into hell. Lucian's finger tightens on the trigger, and I step forward. Stop. Every head turns. Please, I whisper. Don't. Lucian's eyes meet mine, dark, furious, fractured. Walk away, he says, not until you lower the gun. You don't know what you're doing. I know you don't want to do this. Something in his face cracks. The cartel man steps forward. Park, handle this. Lucian's hand wavers. I move between him and the boy. Shoot me first, I say. The gun swings toward me. His eyes blaze. Move. No. Silence. Then Lucian does something insane. He shoots the cartel man in the leg. Chaos, sirens, screaming. Lucian shoves me and the boy toward the exit. Run, now. We run. I never saw him again. Until Saul brought me to the estate a year ago. I stopped dead in the hallway. It was you. Lucian freezes. The basement. The boy. 7 years ago. That was you. Saul's eyes go wide. Wait, what? Lucian's face is stone. Get in the car. You remember me, I whisper. You remembered me the whole time. Car. Now. That's why you wanted me. Not because you were protecting me. Because I owed you, he snaps. Because you ruined my clean ascent and saved me in the same breath. Because I spent 7 years resenting you and wanting you and hating myself for both. Happy? The air is electric. Soul looks between us. That's the girl you told me about. The one who... Yes. I stare at him. Everything clicks into place. The obsession, the deal, the locked door. You built this whole thing on a lie, I say. I built it on a debt, he replies. Same thing. Maybe. There's no maybe. You used me. His eyes flash. And you think you didn't use me? You needed protection. I gave it. We both got what we wanted. I gave you my body. And I gave you my name. His voice cracks. I gave you safety, a home, my protection. What more do you want? The truth, I scream. I wanted the truth. He opens his mouth, closes it. Then his phone rings again. He answers, listens. His face hardens. We're out of time. Leon just sent a video. He's going to kill your father in 2 hours if we don't deliver the ledgers. My rage evaporates. Terror rushes in. Then let's go. We pile into the cars. Soul sits beside me, silent. Lucian is in front, barking orders. As we race through the city, I stare at the back of his head. The devil has a name, and a past, and a lie wrapped around every truth. But my father is dying, so I'll deal with the devil's sins later. Right now, I just need him to save the only family I have left. The warehouse stinks of salt, rust, and blood. We're by the docks. Abandoned buildings stretch in every direction. Water slaps against concrete pilings. The air is thick with fog. Lucian's men surround the building, silent, armed, waiting for his signal. He holds up a fist. Everyone stops. 3 exits, he says quietly, pointing. Front, side, back. Teams on each. Nia, you stay behind me. Soul, you're with Chen. If shooting starts, you both get out. Clear? Soul nods. I don't. Nia, he says, voice hard. Clear? Clear. We move in. The warehouse is massive. Metal beams, broken windows, pools of water reflecting dim light. And there, in the center, my father, tied to a chair, face swollen, blood on his shirt. I bite down on my scream. Dario Leone stands beside him, smoking a cigarette. 5 men with guns flank him. He smiles when he sees us. Lucian Park, right on time. Lucian steps forward, hands visible, no weapon drawn. Let him go. Where are my ledgers? Gone, destroyed. Leone's smile vanishes. Then your future father-in-law dies. Wait, I say, stepping around Lucian. Nia, no. I ignore him. I pull a flash drive from my pocket. My father reconstructed the files. I lie. Every number, every name, every transaction. It's all here. Leone's eyes narrow. Prove it. Let him go first. You think I'm stupid? I think you're desperate, I say, voice steady. The cartel is already asking questions. If they find out you lost evidence because you were torturing an old man, you're done. But if you have the files, you can spin this. Blame someone else. Survive. Silence. Leone flicks his cigarette away. Give me the drive. Cut him loose. Leone nods to one of his men. The ropes fall away. My father slumps forward, barely conscious. I walk toward them. Every step feels like walking on broken glass. I hold out the drive. Leone reaches for it, and I drop it. It hits the concrete, shatters. Oops! Leone's face goes purple. You little... Now! Lucian roars. Doors explode open. Lucian's men pour in from 3 sides. Gunfire erupts. I dive toward my father, covering his body with mine. Chaos, shouting, bullets sparking off metal, the smell of gunpowder choking the air. Leone grabs me by the hair, yanks me up. Cold steel presses against my throat. Stop! He screams. Stop or I kill her! The shooting stops. Lucian stands 20 feet away, gun raised, aimed at Leone's head. His eyes are black fury. Let her go. Drop your weapon. Not a chance. Leone presses the barrel harder into my neck. I will blow her brains out. And I'll put 3 bullets in your skull before her body hits the ground, Lucian says, voice ice. Your call. Leone's hand shakes. He's panicking, cornered. I remember my self-defense training. The clinic made us take classes. I stomp down hard on Leone's instep. He gasps. I slam my head back into his nose. Bone crunches. His grip loosens. I drop, rolling away. Soul appears out of nowhere, gun in hand, and fires. Once, twice. Leone staggers, falls. But one of his men, young, terrified, finger already on the trigger, swings his gun toward me. The shot rings out. Lucian moves. He's in front of me before I can blink. The bullet hits him in the chest. He goes down. No! I'm on my knees, hands on his chest, blood pouring between my fingers. No, 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 Lucian, stay with me. His eyes flutter. Nia, don't you dare! Tears stream down my face. Don't you dare die on me. Soul is screaming for a medic. Someone is applying pressure, but I push them away. I'm a nurse, I snap. Let me work. I rip his shirt open. The wound is high, right side. Miss the heart, but the lung. Get me a seal, plastic tape, anything, now. Someone hands me a plastic bag. I press it over the wound, tape the edges. Occlusive seal. Keep the lung from collapsing. Ambulance? I shout. 5 minutes out, someone answers. He doesn't have 5 minutes. Lucian's hand finds mine. Weak, shaking. Nia, shut up, save your strength. Listen. No, you listen. My voice breaks. You don't get to do this. You don't get to take a bullet for me and then die. You wanted my heart? Fine. You have it. So you don't get to leave me with it. His eyes search mine. Blood flecks his lips. I'm sorry, he whispers, for everything. The lies, the deal, I know, just stay with me. Sirens wail in the distance. His grip tightens on my hand. I love you. The words hit me like a second bullet. Don't say that now. Say it when you're not bleeding out on a warehouse floor. I love you, he says again, stronger. Since the basement. Since you looked at me like I was human. Lucian, I don't deserve you, but I love you anyway. His eyes close. Lucian. The paramedics rush in. They take over, load him onto a stretcher. I climb into the ambulance with him, covered in his blood, holding his hand. And I pray to every god I don't believe in, please, please don't take him from me. Lucian survives. The bullet missed his heart by 2 inches. Collapsed lung, cracked rib, but alive. Leon is dead. His operation is dismantled. The cartel moves on, finding a new contact. My father recovers. Lucian sets him up with legitimate accounting work for Valenti charities. Chike gets into community college. They move to a safer neighborhood. 3 weeks later, I stand in the library where everything changed. Lucian sits by the fire, still healing, still pale, but alive. You could leave, he says quietly. The 6 months are almost up. The deal is done. You're free. I don't move. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a key. Silver. Small. The West Hall office, he says. Everything I've hidden from you. Every dark secret. Every terrible choice. It's all in there, financial records, names, proof of every sin I've ever committed. He holds it out. I lied to you. I manipulated you. I built our entire relationship on revenge and obsession. His voice cracks. You deserve better than that. Better than me. I take the key. Turn it over in my palm. A key doesn't fix everything, I say. I know. It doesn't. Undo the lies. I know. But it's a start. His eyes lift to mine. Hopeful. Terrified. I walk to him. Sit beside him. Take his hand. If I could go back to that basement, I say slowly, knowing everything that would happen, the deal, the danger, the pain, would I still step between you and that boy? He waits. Yes, I say, because that moment made you into the man sitting here, terrible, broken, and somehow mine. His breath catches. I love you, I say, not because you're perfect, but because you're real, and because when it mattered most, you took a bullet for me. He pulls me close, kisses me like I'm oxygen. Marry me, he whispers. For real this time. No deal, no contract, just us. I smile against his mouth. Yes. Months later, we stand on the balcony overlooking the city. The house smells different now. Tomato sauce and Nigerian stew, a blended world. Soul forgave us. Slowly. Painfully. But she's my maid of honor next month. I wear his ring, not as a prisoner, as his wife. He hands me the deed to the estate. What's mine is yours. I hand him my trust. What's mine is yours. We're not perfect. We fight, we heal, we grow, but we chose each other. At 25, I was still a virgin, until my best friend's brother, the Mafia boss, stole my heart, and I stole his right back.